mentioned this a little bit earlier on. The Christmas Dinner Project, they are actually expecting a surge in demand here in the Humber region. Now, this scheme is run by Pepperell's Solicitors and it's funded by public donations. And these guys, they provide food on Christmas Day for families who have actually fallen on hard times. So our political reporter, Sarah Sanderson, she's actually been finding out more about how this project helped those in need across our region.
The Christmas Dinner Project started a few years ago in Hull from the back of a car, providing festive food for those who've fallen on hard times and who otherwise would have gone without. Now it helps hundreds of families and individuals each year across East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. Julia Reimer is from Pepperell's Solicitors, which runs the project, and they're currently looking for donations and volunteers to help more people this Christmas.
Some of the families that we work with could be struggling just day to day through no fault of their own, and they're working families. It can be simply that they've lost hours. They're on 0-hour contracts, or they've had to, reduce their salary's been reduced, or their hourly rate, or whatever. It can equally be someone that's struggling on benefits or fallen upon hard times.
Dan Fryer is from the Jubilee Church in Hull, which works with many families in the local community.
I guess the common denominator is that a lot of people who've had a difficult start to life or difficult situations at the moment, and through our community activities we hopefully just helping them make a step forward in life, whatever that looks like.
He explained to me how they identified those who may benefit from the Christmas Dinner Project.
Families who are low income, or for some of them very, very small income, and would not be able to access the normal Christmas that we would just come to expect, and some of the things that we just take for granted. And they will ask, where's this from? Who's brought this food? And to be able to say this is from a company or an individual in the city. And it's just that thing, someone's thought about me. Someone has thought about the situation I'm in. And obviously they won't know them personally, they might never meet them, but just to know that they're not forgotten about during Christmas is a massive thing for these people.
Paul Longley is from Andy's Man Club in Hull, which allows men to come together and talk in a safe environment. They've also identified people who have gratefully received one of these Christmas dinners.
We have loads of men from different walks of life. We've got company directors to people who are unemployed, and some people go through bad times. Some people are in an unfortunate situation and need some help, not only mentally but some financial help, or a good Christmas dinner where with Pepperell's we can offer that.
That's our reporter, Sarah Sanderson there. Let's speak to Julia Reimer now, who from Pepperell Solicitors in Hull, which runs the Christmas Dinner Project. Julia, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Lovely to speak with you. I'm just going to jump straight in. How did the Christmas Dinner Project begin?
It started with a lady a few years ago called Sally Moore, who just basically started helping one small church and the people that attended the church and some of the project community groups there, by identifying that some people were just treating Christmas Day as a normal day due to not being able to afford to celebrate.
Incredible stuff, awesome stuff. How do you guys actually fund the project? How do you pay for all this food?
Well, we basically get donations. It's a Christmas dinner donation, and the public and small businesses are really, really kind. They call in, make a call to us, and they donate £25. It's as simple as that, and that £25 puts together a really good Christmas budget dinner pack, which we swap the turkey for a chicken, and everything else we try to ensure the trimmings are in the bags for them.
Awesome. Really making it work there. So, what do people get when they receive these Christmas dinner packs? You say it's like a budget Christmas dinner.
It's like a really nice luxury Sunday lunch. So nice. They get a chicken, they get all of the trimmings that you would expect in terms of vegetables, they get a small Christmas pudding, they get some mince pies, they get every single thing that we would expect to put on our Christmas dinner table, hopefully, but we just try to do it with partnership with Morrison's, and just be careful what we select for the price to make sure there's everything in there.
Can you tell us about the kind of people you actually help each year, please?
They really do vary, and I think that's the misconception. They really do vary. We help young couples. You know, we met a young couple a couple of years ago that had just had a baby. They'd never prepared a Christmas dinner before. They just got their first bed sit. They'd never cooked a fresh chicken. It sounds crazy to some of us, but, you know, we dealt with that for them by providing an alternative. But just for them to be in their home for the first time, they just did not have a budget to put a Christmas dinner on, but it was so nice to see their face when we provided one for them. We see couples that have just lost income. They've simply lost income in the run up to Christmas, and the last thing they can imagine, providing is a Christmas dinner meal. It's just not on the top of their priorities list because they've got to pay for, their utility bills, their rent. So it really does vary. It really genuinely does.
Can you tell us about the nurse, the local nurse you helped one year? This was a member of staff from the NHS who found herself in a very difficult financial position. Is that right?
Yeah, so we had a nurse. Well, obviously we identified at the end of the conversation that she was a nurse. She attended one of the food banks through one of the church links that we have, and she basically had lost the exhaust on her car had packed up, and she had to make at the end of the month a decision of whether to replace the exhaust on her car, and obviously get to work and get her daughter to school every day, or put food on the table. So she decided the practicality of replacing the exhaust was the right thing to do. And she came to the food bank to say, can you get me to the end of the month because I physically have no money? And, I think that brought it home to a few of us to say, this is a qualified nurse working in one of our NHS hospitals. Quite a shock.
Definitely. It's amazing that, there's projects like yourself there able to sort of help people, and help people get by and provide, some sort of comfort and some support. I'm curious though, and I can probably guess, but you, Julia, firsthand, what is the reaction that you get when you deliver these Christmas dinners?
People are just so thrilled, and I think that they're overwhelmed actually of the generosity, and what they receive is something really good for them to prepare in their own home. So it's something that they're creating themselves. So as much as it's a donation from a charitable project, actually it allows them to have some pride and just to get on with their Christmas day as they would wish to do without, providing them a cooked, prepared meal. They're doing it themselves. So it really does allow them to have that Christmas day that most of us enjoy. So I think they're quite overwhelmed and quite teary.
And if people want to donate, or if they simply, want to volunteer to help you deliver the dinners, how can they actually get in touch?
So you can donate by ringing any Pepperell's office, any Pepperell's solicitor's office, and you can find that at pepperells.com, or just find the telephone number. We've got 7 branches, or you can pop into a Pepperell's solicitor's office and you can pay by cash or card. But if you make a call to us, we'll try and help you, and we'll try and help get your donation to us as quickly as possible.
Julia, fantastic stuff. Honestly, I was going to say congratulations. Thank you for all the hard work that yourself and the team do, and good luck with the rest of the year. Julia Reimer there from Pepperell's Solicitors, which runs the Christmas Dinner Project all across East Yorkshire, Northern Lincolnshire. These guys help deliver food to people who are falling on hard times, Christmas, especially around Christmas time, and they're doing some wonderful stuff. It is 16 minutes past 8. Let's have a look at some of the stories that we'll be talking about later.
Kofi Smiles
at breakfast
on